Hello everyone. I think all of you are keeping well. Be safe, be in your homes, and try to be hygienic also. Acha. In my previous class, I have started the chapter 3, Bombay to Bangalore. The story was about a distressed girl who was traveling alone in a train, and she had no rupees with her to buy the ticket, and she was hiding from the ticket checker, okay, ticket collector. And the author, she was also traveling in that train, and she bought the ticket for her, and she took her to an orphanage, to an home, and there she started to do her learnings, to do her study, and she took shelter in that home, and she was doing her study there. Okay, so we will read from chapter, page number 26. We were up to here. Progress was good. I offered to sponsor her college studies if she wanted to continue studying. So the author was ready to sponsor for the study of Chitra. But she said, "No, Akka." Here, Akka is a word that is usually used in South Indian, and the meaning of this is someone who is elder, so who is supreme in the house, or who is the leader of the house, or the household, or the family. I have talked to my friends and made up my mind. I would like to do my diploma in computer science so that I can immediately get a job after 3 years. So these words were of Chitra's. She told that she would like to do diploma in computer science. She discussed it with her friends also, and she wants to get a job immediately after completing her study. She wanted to become economically independent as soon as possible. So that was her goal, her ambition, because she had suffered a lot in her life, and that is why she did not want to be dependent on any other else. Chitra obtained her diploma with flying colors. So that was her subject, flying colors. She also got a job in a software company as an assistant testing engineer. So she became an engineer. The girl who was so much distressed, and she was so much disturbed by her stepmother, that she decided to leave her house, and she was going nowhere, and with the torn frock, and without any ticket, she was traveling in a train. She became an engineer. See what kind of change she got in her life. When she got a salary, she came to my office. Whose office? To the office of the author, with a sari. So she bought a sari for the author and a box of sweets. So that was her way of paying gratitude, a small gift, a small gratitude to the author. One day, when I was in Delhi, the author was in Delhi because she was a renowned writer. I got a call from Chitra. She was very happy. Why she was happy? So these are the words of Chitra. Akka, my company is sending me to the USA. Oh wow, that she is going to USA. I wanted to meet you and take your blessings, but you are not here in Bangalore. So that was her, that she was feeling very helpless, because she wanted in every step of her life the blessings of that person who is the maker of her life. Years passed. Occasionally, I received an email from Chitra. She was doing very well in her career. She was posted across several cities in the USA. So she traveled many cities in USA, and she got posted there, and she was so doing well that she was staying there and was enjoying life. I silently prayed that she should always be happy wherever she was. So that was the duty of the author. That was the way the author wanted to be with Chitra. Years later, I was invited to deliver a lecture in San Francisco for Kannada Kutta, an organization where families who speak Kannada meet and organize events. So she had to go there, where to San Francisco to deliver a speech. The lecture was in a conventional hall of a hotel, and I decided to stay at the same hotel. So the author was delivering a speech to a conventional hall of a hotel, and she stayed at the same hotel. After the lecture, I was planning to leave for airport. So after delivering her speech, she decided to leave for airport to come back. When I checked out of the hotel room and went to the reception counter to pay the bill, so that was obvious. She got out from her room and she went to the reception to pay her bill. The receptionist said, "Ma'am, you don't need to pay us anything." Why? Why she shouldn't pay anything? The lady over there has already settled your bill. So someone has paid her bill. Who was she? She must know you pretty well. So the person who had paid the bill, it's obviously that person knows her well. I turned around and found Chitra standing there. The person was no other else than Chitra. She was standing with a young white man and wore a beautiful sari. That means Chitra never forgotten her tradition. She looked very pretty with short hair. Her dark eyes were beaming with happiness and pride. So here she is wearing a sari and her hair was short. So this highlights that she was a gorgeous and smart lady, but she didn't forget her tradition also. As soon as she saw me, she gave me a brilliant smile, hugged me, and touched my feet. I was overwhelmed with joy and did not know what to say. So the author was so happy to see Chitra in that state, because she never imagined that the girl whom she brought from Bombay to Bangalore without a ticket, and she paid for her, and she organized for her education, her settlement and everything. She was so successful in her life, she never imagined that. And she was also very happy for her success. I was very happy to see the way things had turned out for Chitra. Everything was turned out for Chitra, because Chitra was an honest girl, and she wanted in her life to become successful and to become a good achiever. But I came back to my original question. So the author questioned her. What did she question? Chitra, why did you pay my hotel bill? That is not right. The author asked this because the author was so elder than Chitra, and Chitra was so small than her. Suddenly sobbing. Sobbing means that to cry smoothly, continuously in a low tune. She hugged me and said, "Because you paid for my ticket from Bombay to Bangalore." So that was her way of paying gratitude to the author. So this is a wonderful story, isn't it, by Sudha Murthy? I think this is a true story. Okay, so we have completed here. Now I'm going to tell you something about the exercise. I will give you some question answers on this chapter in my later class. Now I'm going to tell you that here are some word notes. Just look at that. Jam-packed, that means crowded. Profusely, that means a lot, a great deal. Compassion, understanding or pity. Anyone. Financially, helping by providing money. Helping by providing money. Here, financially. Sponsor, supporting the girls' education. Here Here sponsor means supporting the girls' education. You may find this word somewhere else, like in a game, in a sports. Sponsor. Sponsor are the persons who organize something. Brilliant, big smile, happy smile, overwhelmed, to be very happy, have a great feeling of joy. Okay, so these word notes are very important for you. Now come to these questions. I am telling the answers orally, but I will give you some question answers in written in my next class. Okay, so you just go through these question answers and go through the exercise and write down the answers in your copy also. So what is the first question? It is, who is the author of the short story? So the author of the short story is Sudha Murthy. You have to write in your own. You have to know to write, how to write the answer. The 60% of the sentence is given in the answer, and you have to know the right thing and you have to write down it. At which station did she board the train, and what was her final destination? So the final destination was Bangalore, and they board the train from Bombay. Who was the ticket collector yelling at? The ticket collector was yelling at the little girl. What did the author do for the poor girl? The author paid the ticket for the poor girl.
The last destination.
Up to the last destination. Okay. Why did the receptionist tell the lady that she didn't have to pay anything? The receptionist told the lady that the author didn't have to pay anything because the lady had paid for her, because Chitra was the lady and she paid the bill of the author. Okay. And here are some reference to the context. Go through it. Naughty madam, your berth. Hey, come out. Where is your ticket? So these are the words of the ticket collector. So the question is, who is the speaker? The speaker is the ticket collector. So the answer is ticket collector. Okay. Who does madam refer to? Madam referred to the author. Who does the speaker ask for a ticket? The speaker asked for a ticket of the poor girl who was hiding beneath the berth. Where was the third person? The third person was also sitting in that berth. No, Akka, I have talked to and made up my mind. I would like to do my, there are dots, that means some words are there, so that I can immediately get also dots after 3 years. So these are the words of, whose words are these? These are the words of Chitra. Who is the speaker? Then the answer will be, the speaker is Chitra. Who is Akka? Akka is referred to the author or Sudha Murthy. What did the speaker want to do? The speaker want to finish her study as an engineer, and she want to get a job to be financially independent. Okay. What did she want to get once 3 years were over? So if 3 years were over, then she will definitely get a job about her studies. Okay, so up to here we are finishing today. And one thing I want to tell you, that if you are facing any kind of problem in writing the answers, you do one thing. You watch the video and you pause the video while I'm saying one answer. Then you pause the video, then write down the answer. Then again you start the video. Then again you listen to the second answer and then write it down. So this question answer help you to build up your writing skill, to build up how to write the question answers. Okay, and definitely I will give the question answers on this chapter in my next class. Okay, so thank you for today.